The Jacks equalize the weekend series at 1 with a thrilling 3-2 shootout victory last evening. It was Michael Kadlacik who was the hero for the Jacks as they look to take 2 out of the 3 games before the Christmas break next on NATV. Good evening, hockey fans. I'm Brandon Luisi welcoming you into this evening's contest. The Jacks got out to a hot start yesterday, taking a 2-0 lead in the second period, but once again, similar to Thursday night, the Wranglers would come back in the second and third periods to force the overtime and eventually a shootout as well. As I mentioned just a second ago, however, it was the Jacks getting the extra point, courtesy of Michael Kadlacik in the 5th round of the shootout. Special teams once again made a difference as Amarillo went 1 for 5 on the power play. Odessa 0 for 2. The Jacks recently have not been too strong on the power play as of late, and it would be great to see the Jacks prior to the Christmas break get back on track in terms of special teams and have a strong performance in that category. We are going to be taking a look here at the starting lineups in just 1 second. Looking at the Amarillo Wranglers, starting in net for the 3rd straight contest is going to be Connor McDonough, who after tonight's contest will have the most appearances as a goalie in the North American Hockey League. So McDonough's his 3rd in a row. 3 and 3. On defense, left side for the Wranglers, Nick Troutwine. The right side, Nolan Gagnon, the assistant captain, one of the assistant captains for the Amarillo Wranglers squad. Starting trio forwards from left to right, Jack McDonald, Ben Ivy, and Jack Ivy. Both of the Ivy brothers getting on the score sheet yesterday. Ben Ivy scoring the game-tying goal in the 3rd period of play. And Jack Ivy getting the scoring started yesterday for the Amarillo Wranglers. For the Odessa Jackalopes on the other side, in net, going to be number 31, Maxime Belly. Belly on the season 1-1-1, 2.8 GAA, and a .904 save percentage. Pretty solid stats for the netminder, originally from Belarus. And on the back end, John Wojciechowski, Riley Rosenthal going to be the starting defenseman for the Jackalopes. Starting trio forwards left to right, James Richmond, Michael Kadlacik, and Cameron Dunn. We talked about Cam Dunn yesterday, and we're going to talk about him here again. He is on a 4-game point streak, 2 goals and 2 assists in his last 4 contests as he looks to make that 5 before the Christmas break. Michael Kadlacik's point streak came to an end yesterday, but the silver lining obviously being that he scored the game-winning goal in the shootout to give the Jacks the victory. Also worth noting, Hayden DeMars became the first Jackalope yesterday to get to the 10-goal mark, the double digits. So for Hayden DeMars, he does age out after this season, but he did not play with the Jacks last season, came in, looked good during training camp, has only missed 1 game the entire year, and he's been a bright spot for the offensive side of things. Taking a look down the lineup in terms of who else is close to 10. Well, Cam Dunn's got 7 goals on the year. Michael Kadlacik has 8. It's mainly that first line as James Richmond and Cohen Belsterling both have 5 as well on the season. As the Jacks faithful here getting loud as the intros wind down. They're about to announce the starting lineups before we turn it over to the public address system for the singing of the national anthem and the ceremonial puck drop. Very good crowd on hand here tonight as there's still even more people filing in, especially right before Christmas when a lot of people are having their Christmas parties and Christmas get-togethers, gift exchanges, and all the such. That crowd here tonight has shown up big for the Jackalopes. And as we mentioned, the first line starting for the Jackalopes, that's been the line that has really generated a ton of offense, along with the 4th line as well of Teddy Manlove, Adam Armijo, and Hayden DeMars. But last night, that first line started in the first defensive pairing as well of John Wojciechowski and Riley Rosenthal. The only difference being Belly in net. We do have a lineup change as well. Max Treppel slots out of the lineup, and slotting in as the extra defenseman is going to be number 2, Svante Strandberg, the Swedish defenseman. 13 games played for the Jackalopes, 1 goal, 4 assists, totaling 5 points on the year. And we are going to turn it over to the public address system for the playing of the national anthem and the ceremonial puck drop. National anthem has been played. Ceremonial puck drop in just a second. And then the puck drop is set. Looks like we got Santa dropping the puck here. How about that for a special ceremonial puck drop here this evening? And for the Jacks this weekend, they've scored the first goal in both Thursday and Friday's contest. It was James Richmond in the first minute and a half on Thursday, and Hayden DeMars midway through that first period last night. As the last couple of words exchanged between the bench and the Amarillo Wranglers squad before taking the ice. Jacks seem to be ready to go. Once again, this is the final matchup here at the Jack Shack between the Wranglers and the Jacks. They'll play 2 more times throughout the rest of the season. It's going to be a very different opponent schedule in the second half of the year for the Jacks. The Jacks have not played the Oklahoma Warriors left. They will play all 4 games back-to-back, January 12th and 13th, and then the 19th and the 20th, back-to-back weekends. Squeezed in there will be the Lone Star Brahmas. But again, the Jacks have not seen the Warriors this year, and the Jacks have not seen the Brahmas this year. They will see the Brahmas December 31st at the NYTEX Sports Center. Other than that, the Jacks have seen every other team in this division. We'll be seeing a lot more of New Mexico, a lot of Corpus Christi, a lot of Lone Star, and obviously Oklahoma as well later in the season. Moving forward in the offensive zone is James Richmond. Once again, scored the goal in Thursday night's contest for the Jacks. Picked off and sent out by the Wranglers. Gaillon stops at the line, stays on sides, tries to send it down low, picked off by Vardy, but sent back into the crowd by Nolan Gaillon. We're going to have a defensive zone faceoff upcoming. First stoppage of play, 19:23 to go, first period. Neither team notching a goal or a shot just yet. That should change momentarily. Fourth line out there for the Jacks, countered by the second line of the Wranglers. Papaspropoulos sets up right behind Zop in the face-off circle, top of it. One back by the Wranglers. Pukanen goes back out to the line. There's DeMarco. Cross-ice pass to Doherty. Tip toward the net. Zop knocks it down in the face-off circles and never made it through. Kept in line. Doherty fires it toward the net. Wide of the near post. Lem Vardy moves it ahead. Onto the stick of Manlove. Now DeMars battles for the puck at the Amarillo blue line. It's picked off by the Wranglers, and they'll regroup in their own zone. I'm going to say it was originally going to be icing, but Belly played the puck. Therefore, it is waved off, but it's cleanly exiting the zone as Teddy Manlove tries a pass through center ice. That one picked off by the Wranglers. They'll once again start out from their own end. DeMarco head to Zop. Dodges a check from Patilla. Zop goes cross-ice looking for Papaspropoulos. That one a little too far in front of him. It goes into the far corner. Papaspropoulos behind the cage. Pressured by Trevor Mitchell. Cleared out of there by Patilla to Adam Armijo along the far half wall. Taken by Trevor Mitchell. Here come the Jacks 3-on-2. Manlove into the zone off the skate. Good play there by Bryce Cooper. Now Ivanov controlling near half wall. He's pressured off the puck. Zop takes the loose puck and sends it back to his defenseman, Drew Jeffers. Jeffers getting away from pressure, drops it for Cooper. Banks it off the wall and out. Jacks regain control as a couple of Wranglers go for a line change. Patilla over the center ice line, over the blue, fires one toward the net. That one just wide of the glove of Connor McDonough. McDonough, 6'5", 210 pounds, not a small goaltender out there for the Wranglers. Almost being sprung ahead on a break. There was Zach Benyon. He chases the loose puck in the far corner. Offensive zone goes to Charlie Smith. Fires one toward the net. That one missed the net wide. Sent toward the net by Wojciechowski. Stopped by McDonough. That'll be the first shot on goal of the game. Puck gets sent down the length of the ice. This will go on net. Belly sticks it to Wojciechowski, who gets it away from pressure in the form of Grayson Gerhard. Wojciechowski's pass intercepted. Couple of Wranglers pressuring him there. Taken away in the offensive zone by Amarillo. Charlie Smith bats at the puck. So does Rosenthal. The Jacks unable to clear it on the first, second, or third attempt. Puck finds the stick of Wojciechowski. Goes to Tommy Wright. That pass picked off Gerhard. Re-enters the zone. One-handed forward. Rosenthal takes it away off the wall to Wright. His pass intercepted. Tommy Wright battling for the puck center ice. Kicks it to his stick. Gets into the zone along left wing. Tommy Wright sends it down low. First on the puck there is Nick Troutwine. Wright sends it out in front. Another pass across looking for Michael Kadlasek. That one just hopped over his stick. Done with a nice move in the circle. Goes back out to the one to Vardy. Down low to Kadlasek. Centering pass goes out to Vardy. He'll fire one toward the net. Save made McDonough. He'll hold and cover. Cam Dunn looking to make that extra pass to Kadlasek for the open net. Just bounce in between the skate and the stick of Kadlasek. Jack's still able to get a couple shots on goal on that rush, though. 16:44 to go, first period of play. Almost a goal by the Jacks on that last rush, but still reads 0-0. Kadlasek in to take this face-off against Ben Ivy, playing in his second game this weekend. He did not play in Thursday's contest, did have a slight injury, but he is back. Cam Dunn back out to the point off the face-off, and a Mitchell a drive, soaked up by McDonough. McDonough had a pretty easy sight line on that puck. Jacks recently in the past few games have been doing a really good job of getting bodies in front of the net to take away the sight line of the goaltender and convert on those second and third chance opportunities off the rebound. No rebound was given there. We'll see if the Jacks can get some more personnel in front of the net. Kind of hard to block a 6'5" goaltender, but there's a couple of guys on the team that are near that height, or if not that height. Richmond fires one toward the net off the shin pad. Puck floats behind the net off the end wall. Taken away by McDonald for the Wranglers. He'll start the rush out. Evade a hit from James Richmond. Kadlasek bats it to center ice, taken by Richmond. Sends it off the wall, almost into the Amarillo bench, but it stays in play. McDonough turns it over. There's Kadlacek receiving a pass from Dunn, unable to corral the puck, and the Wranglers get it out to center ice. McDonald on it once again, finds Jack Ivy. Puck takes a little bit of a hop off the stanchion. Strandberg on the puck. Near half wall goes to Kadlacek, tries to advance it back instead on the second attempt, finds Teddy Manlove with it, and at center ice, Manlove will send it headlong into the zone. TJ Ritchie behind the play. Blind backhander almost picked off by Manlove. It'll find Topi Pukkanen instead for the Wranglers. Manlove battles in the corner. Now at the half wall, taken by Topi Pukkanen for the Wranglers once again. Banks it off the wall, a little too far in front of Ben Ivy, and it's taken back by the Jacks as they'll re-enter the zone once again. Hayden DeMars takes it almost into the Amarillo bench as he plays the puck into the zone. Now Papaspropolis for the Wranglers, flips it high into the stands, first row, lower level there. Looks like everybody's okay. Second puck to find its way into the stands just tonight, and we're only 5 minutes into the game. We had one yesterday as well. 15:26 to go. Offensive zone draw for the Jackalopes. The one yesterday came 2 rows in front of me, and I never in a million years thought that they would be able to flip it up here that high. Well, I was wrong. I was ready to make that save, but it did go about 2 rows, and there is a little bit of a, I'd say a 5-foot wall separating us from the stands as well, so it had to be just a little bit higher for it to reach the broadcast booth. Benyon tries to find in the skates, finds Wisnan, fires one over the crossbar. Hunter Wisnan with a golden opportunity right there. Now they battle for it in the corner, taken away by the Wranglers. Still being held on the play, and we have a penalty. Holding is going to be the call as Drew Jeffers held on to Zach Benyon along the boards for just too long. It's going to be 2 minutes for holding. The Jacks going to their first power play of the contest. They are currently 29th in the North American Hockey League. That's 4th to last. 12% on the power play, 11 for 92. 0 for 4 on the weekend. The Jacks are looking to, again, turn that fortune. That was one of the keys that I mentioned in the pregame. The Jacks need to turn it around before the Christmas break and get back on a power play goal streak. At least get one here tonight and get that momentum rolling into the 8-game road stand. Face-off is one back. Christian's got some space. Walks it, fires one. Blocker save made by McDonough. Rebound to Rosenthal. Sent down low. There's Tommy Wright. Spins away from DeMarco. Pins the puck against the wall, looking for reinforcement. Wright goes to his forehand. There's Kadlacek. Now for Dunn. Goes back out to the point. Kristen to Rosenthal. Top of the face-off circle. Back out to the point. Kristen to drive. Save. Rebounds loose in the slot. Rosenthal finds a big save made by McDonough. Taking a stick up high on the play was Kyle DeMarco. No call. Maybe the puck got him up high. I'm a little unsure. I didn't see the play develop as that was in front of the net. Here's Cam Dunn with speed along the right wing. Re-enters the zone and rings it to the near half wall for Rosenthal. Hops over his stick. Taking it shorthanded now are the Wranglers. 3-on-3. They'll send it deep. That was Nick Troutwine on the puck. Kadlacek takes it back. 1:05 to go on the power play for the Jackalopes. Shots on goal early are 6-1 in favor of Odessa. Kadlacek sends one deep, rung around for Hunter Wisnan. Leaves it for Vardy, takes a big hit, and we have a penalty upcoming on the Wranglers once again. Wisnan, cross ice, done a drive, blocker save made by McDonough. Vardy goes back out to the point, extra attack around for the Jacks, 6-on-4. Patilla walks in, fires, the save made by McDonough. He'll hold and cover. That'll be 40 seconds of 5-on-3 time for the Jackalopes. Nolan Gagnon going to the box. They do have an extra defenseman dressed here tonight for the Wranglers. It's going to be 2 minutes for interference. So the Wranglers for the next 40 seconds are down to 5 defensemen as 2 of them are in the box. 13:42 to go. Jack's going to have an offensive zone draw, 5-on-3 power play for 40 seconds. And then if that expires, it'll be a 5-on-4 for 1:20. Jacks need to take advantage, score some goals here on the power play. Faceoff's won by Armijo. Wisnan goes back out to the point. Now in the deep slot, there's Patilla. Skate to the right side. There's Richmond. Back for Patilla. Return pass Richmond. He's got some space. Fires one. That one just hit the post. Patilla keeps it at the line. 25 to go on the 5-on-3. Patilla. Left side Vardy. Return pass Patilla. Walks in. Waits. Moves to the hash marks. Slips and falls. There's Vardy with 15 to go. Across for Armijo. Walks in. to Patilla. 10 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Vardy cross-ice pass in the skates of Armijo. 4 seconds to go. The Wranglers kill off that first penalty. It's 5-on-4 now. There's Armijo. Richmond in front of the net. Patilla goes down low. There's Wizenand. Back for Patilla at the point. Fires one toward the net. That one deflects out in front. It's loose in the equipment. We have a penalty upcoming. And we have the gloves dropped here. Richmond gets his helmet ripped off. Armijo involved. Jeffers is still trying to get a Richmond. Vardy has some other plans. Richmond took a stick up high or a punch up high, but his helmet was grabbed and absolutely mauled off of him. Going to the box is going to be number 16, Colin Doherty. I mean, that's a pretty easy call. I believe Richmond will be going to the box for slashing. This might end up being a 4-on-3 or a 5-on-4, depending if they just call it coincidental. We're going to see the official call in just a second, but the Wranglers were going to even it up 4-on-4. And then, I don't know if it was Doherty or if it was Jeffers, but I know Jeffers was in on the fray. But Richmond's helmet got absolutely just tossed. Gloves came off because Richmond had to free the glove. Still going to be 5-on-4. I see the head official putting 5 up to the bench for Odessa. We're going to take a look at the official scoring in just a second to see what the penalty is here. They haven't populated just yet. So Doherty gets 2 minutes for high sticking, and James Richmond gets 2 minutes for slashing. So they're going to continue to play 5-on-4 hockey here. The Jacks are going to have that 1:04 power play time as both penalties are going to offset each other. Jacks win the draw. Wojciechowski goes to the right side for Mitchell. Moves out to the point. Skates back now to the top of the face. Looks like a fires one toward the net. Save made McDonough. Mitchell moves down low for Manlove. He's pressured in the corner. Knocked off the play. Troutwine's in there. Benyon frees the puck. Goes back out to the line. Mitchell's unable to keep it, and he's got race for the loose puck. Getting on it first are the Wranglers. There's Ben Ivy. Pass across the Jack. Return pass for Ben. His stick was tied up by Wojciechowski. Hayden DeMars back in his own zone. Goes the left side for Trevor Mitchell. Chips it forward. Now Zopp for the Wranglers is able to get it out. Stopped at the line by Benyon. 15 seconds to go on the power play. He'll wrist one in off of a stanchion. Benyon gets it at the half wall. Loses it. He's pressured, and it's cleared out. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Kristen rings it in. Sent back down low. Jacks are 0 for 2 on the power play. Tommy Wright goes back out for Belsterling. Walks in, fires. Blocker save made McDonough. Wright has it in the corner. Moves to the face-off circle. Switches places with Belsterling. He gets taken down. Good hit there by the Wranglers. Tommy Wright. Down low in the corner. Now for Charlie Smith. Wright's in that fray once again. They battle 2-on-2 in the corner. Shots on goal are 10-1 in favor of the Jackalopes. Not even halfway through this first period. Belsterling wins that loose puck battle. Tommy Wright, turnaround backhand shot. Never made it through. That one went way wide. Puck gets cleared down the length of the ice. It will not go on net. Icing is called here on the Wranglers. 10:56 to go in the first period. Again, shots on goal. Look at that differential. 10-1 in favor of Odessa. Man, by the 7:13 mark, we've already had 8 penalty minutes registered. And we knew it was going to be a feisty game. Expect that number to go up throughout the second and third periods, even the end of the first here. Kadlacek on the face-off. It's battled for 50-50 puck, won by the Jacks. Cameron Dunn in the corner, goes down low for Ivanov. Ivanov pinned along the wall. Kadlacek trying to fish it free, finds Dunn. Back out to the point. Rosenthal walks in, fires. That one tipped just wide. Rosenthal does a great job of walking the line and finding the open lane. He's done that a few times this weekend. Ivanov wins that loose puck battle. Now to Dunn, far half wall, back out to the point. Wojciechowski left side. Puck hops over his stick. And the Jacks have to regroup. Wojciechowski sends it in. Goes behind the net to the far side. Gagnon controls. Round for DeMarco. And they're able to get it out to center ice. Vardy regains control and sends it in. Almost takes the helmet off of the head official there. Vardy does not have a weak shot, I will tell you that. Jack's looking to keep it in. Mitchell does. He'll fire one toward that. Tipped over the crossbar by Teddy Manlove. There's Armijo. Down low for Manlove. Behind the net. Looks out in front for DeMars. He was covered. That pass is picked off. Now Zopp as we pass the midway point. Big hit by Armijo as he knocks his man down to the ice. That one being Roman Zopp. Armijo's stick is tied up. No call. They'll say incidental contact. Manlove sends it back into the zone. With 9:35 to play, gets sent out by the Wranglers. Trevor Mitchell tries to go cross ice for Strandberg. That pass too far in front of him. Chunchikov banks one off the wall. Here comes Miller into the zone. Walks in, fires one, blocked. A rebound goes wide of the net. Belly might have gotten a piece on that one with the blocker. Mitchell pins his man along the wall. Sent up the near side for Benyon. They're unable to clear. Sent quickly back down low by the Wranglers. Strandberg back for Benyon. He's got some space to work out of the zone. His pass in too far in front of Armijo. Jacks will go for a line change as it gets sent back in by Amarillo. Strandberg pressured, gets around two, finds Benyon with a pass, banks it off the wall. Again, too far in front of Wizenand. Wranglers once again get it back in. Good job by Strandberg here to get the initial pass. Now Benyon controls at center ice, gets over the red line, moves into the zone, pulls the move around the defender, fires one toward the net. Stick save made by McDonough. Wranglers exit the zone, go to the right side. There's Jack Ivy, sends it deep. McDonald chasing Wojciechowski first on the puck, kept it at the line, sent down low. Wojciechowski took a reverse hit there. Looks to be slightly shaken up, but checks his chiclets, make sure he has all of them. I'm sure he does. Hunter Wizenan behind the net, tries to play it up the far side. That one stopped by a skate of a Wrangler. Wojciechowski's there to pick up the loose change, and Kristen gets it up center ice. Taking a cross check in the back there was Tommy Wright, no call. Puck gets sent back in. Icing is called here on the Wranglers. They were just short of the red line as Richmond and Doherty exit the box. We're going to take our media timeout. 8:06 to go in the first period. No score between the Jacks and the Wranglers. We'll be right back. You're listening to Odessa Jackalopes Hockey on NATV. Well, I thought we were doing a media timeout. The light went on, and the light simultaneously went off. So we're going to stay here. Can't do it off in icing. Saw the light went on, and that was where my eyeballs went. I was getting ready to sign off. But it is an offensive zone draw for the Jackalopes. Third line out there for the Jacks. Tommy Wright, Cohen Belsterling, Charlie Smith with Vardy and Mitchell. It's Kyle DeMarco with the puck. Banks it off the glass and out. One-on-one. Here comes Stepanek. Loses the puck in the boards. Taken away by Vardy and sent forward. Bounces off the stick of Tommy Wright. Belsterling regains control. His pass too far in front of Charlie Smith. DeMarco works back in the Amarillo zone. Glove down. Cameron Dunn somehow stays onside, flips it to the half wall, taken away by the Wranglers. 7:35 to go in this period. Stepanek gets hit off the play by Richmond. He makes the pass first, however, and the Wranglers are able to exit their zone. Patilla chases it back in the defensive zone. He's beat there by number 18, Grayson Gerhard. Rung around now by Zopp to Gerhard. Short angle. Dunn knocks his man off the play. Here come the Jacks on the counterattack. 2-on-2. Richmond taken down on the play. No call. Richmond tripped from behind. Referee and linesman's arms stay down on the play. DeMars banks it off the glass in front of the Odessa bench, or next to the Odessa bench, rather. Not of the zone. Amarillo regains control in their own end. Bank it out to center ice. Back is Wojciechowski to get it out of harm's way. Offside are the Jacks. This offside's brought to you by Commercial Ice Machine. Now we will take a media timeout with 6:51 to go in the first period. No score. You're listening to Odessa Jackalopes Hockey on NATV and YouTube. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth here at the Jack Shack. 6:51 to go in the first period. Shots on goal are 12-1 in favor of the Jackalopes. Talk about a disparity there. Jacks have definitely dominated in the offensive zone time category as they look to continue that in the first period. We have a whistle. We're going to redo that face-off all over again right in front of the Odessa bench. Again, this is the rubber match between these two teams. The Jacks took game 2. Wranglers took game 1. It was a regulation win for the Wranglers on Thursday. Shootout win yesterday for the Jackalopes. Kadlasik being the hero. Wojciechowski ahead for Manlove. That one got caught in his equipment. They battle for it in the neutral zone, won by the Wranglers, who start the rush ahead. TJ Ritchie, another big defenseman out there for Amarillo, 6'5", 225 pounds. The Poland, Ohio native. As the puck gets sent toward the net, Belly is able to cover. Rosenthal getting involved here with Papaspropoulos. Papaspropoulos taking an extra kick at the can. Armijo's getting involved here. And Roman Zopp now. Papaspropoulos in on this. As the Jacks don't appreciate Papaspropoulos skating in the blue paint. And neither do the officials as he's taking a seat. Papaspropoulos for a misconduct. Alex Papaspropoulos must have said the right combination of words. Got him 10 minutes in the box. So we will still be playing 5-on-5, but it's just a misconduct here for Papaspropoulos. Again, he skated in the blue paint, tried to get toward the net, took an extra kick at the can. Rosenthal said, "Not today, my friend." Game misconduct, or that'll all be populating on the score sheet. But you know, depending on whether it's a 10-minute, it'll come back in the second, or if it's a game misconduct, we will see once it populates the score sheet. Nonetheless, we still play 5-on-5. I believe if it was a game misconduct, the Jacks would have gone on a power play. I'm not totally sure, but we will find out in just a minute. Amarillo trying to get out of their own zone. First on the puck, there's Charlie Smith. That's Hunter Wizenan, rather. Tries for Benyon, kept in at the line by Vardy. He'll flip one toward the net wide. So it is a 10-minute unsportsmanlike conduct for Alex Papaspropoulos. He will be back in the second period. Flip toward the net, glove save, in and out of the glove of McDonough as he gave a rebound. Flipped out by Amarillo. Jacks have to touch up on the delayed onside. Vardy was at the red line, therefore no icing here on the Jacks. DeMarco regroups in his own zone with 5:40 to play in the first. DeMarco backhands one forward. Chunchikov advances it into the Odessa zone and goes for a line change. Good play by Jack Christian to free that puck. He kept it on his backhand, but it's a turnover here. Centering pass, all alone's Miller, unable to locate the puck. Strandberg's looking to get it out of there. And he'll get it to the line. Tommy Wright trying to bat it the rest of the way to Jacks. Pressure Gagnon. And finally the puck gets out to center ice. Almost spelled danger there for the Jacks. Belly finds Strandberg with the pass. Hit off the puck. Centering pass for Ben Ivey. Whiffs on the shot. He regains control. Belsterling takes it away in the slot. Moves to the far half wall and flips it down the length of the ice, where it hits the Amarillo bench. 5:01 to go, first period of play. Faceoff is going to be in front of the Odessa bench, I believe. Well, you know what? Belsterling did flip it from the defensive zone, so I wouldn't be shocked if this went back in the Jack zone. We'll see here. So Alexander Papaspropoulos, 10 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct at the 13:31 mark, so 6:29 remaining, which means he should come back, I would assume, he'll be able to come back with 16:29 to go in the second period. It's going to be a neutral zone faceoff in front of the Odessa bench. It's won back by the Wranglers. Nolan Gagnon at center ice flips it in and takes a hit from Richmond. Belly plays it to Rosenthal, spins away from pressure. Great play there to protect the puck by Riley Rosenthal. Now to Cam Dunn across to Wojciechowski. Richmond tips it into the zone. Now spinning away from pressure are the Wranglers. That's Nick Troutwine who flips it out. Race for the loose puck is on. It's going to be won by the Wranglers in the Odessa zone. Rosenthal does a great job of pinning his man against the wall. That one being Gerhard. Sends it down low Stepanek. His centering pass is picked off by Wojciechowski and it moves to the near half wall. Now McNaughton down low for Gerhard. Rosenthal out-muscles him and gets the puck to Cameron Dunn. The Jacks are able to help it out the rest of the way. Richmond trying to one-hand one forward. He's unsuccessful as the big Drew Jeffers, 6'4", 210 pounds, was able to block that dump and attempt. Wranglers still have possession as they advance it forward into the Odessa zone. A couple of them will go for a line change as well. There's Teddy Manlove over the center ice line into the zone. Drops it for Hayden DeMars. Banks one back off the boards for Teddy Manlove. Now down low, picked off by Zopp for the Wranglers. Advances it to number 8, Bryce Cooper. Now for Jeffers. The Wranglers having a little bit of trouble of getting out of their own zone. The Jacks' forecheck has been pretty relentless over the past couple of weekends, dating back to the El Paso series. Vardy moves one forward. It hits off of a Wrangler, so icing is waved off here. Now Cooper in his own zone for the Wranglers. Banks it off the wall for Zopp. Touch pass ahead onto the stick of Topi Pukkanen. Into the Odessa zone. Vardy back to retrieve for the Jacks. He'll bank one around and ring it to the far side for Hayden DeMars. His pass finds Benyon. He deflects it forward. Now into the zone. Staying on side there was Hunter Wisnan to Benyon. Try to windmill Deke around a defender. That's picked off by DeMarco. Read perfectly. But Patilla regains control, and he'll flip one into the stands. Third puck out of play in this period. And we still got 2:58 to go. Shots on goal, 13-1 in favor of the Jackalopes. No score between these two teams. I told you the penalty minutes would continue to go up for these teams. Amarillo registering with that 10-minute misconduct to Prapaspropoulos. 16 penalty minutes this period. The Jacks have 2. Jackalopes 0 for 2 on the power play. They're now 0 for 6 on the weekend. Good move by Ivanov. Gets knocked off the play. Wizenan for Ivanov. Sends it down low behind the cage. Benyon tries a backhand pass to center the puck into the slot. That one hit the back of the cage. Now they battle for it. 2-on-2 into the corner. A third Wrangler joins the scrum there. And Doherty is dragging Ivanov along the ice as Ivanov fell down onto Doherty's stick, and he was just pulling his stick over and over. McDonald tries to move into the zone. The clearing attempt by the Jacks picked off. Short angle shot goes wide of the cage through the blue paint. Captain at the line by the Wranglers. Troutwine sends it down low. Mini 2-on-1 for the Wranglers. Centering pass across to Jack Ivey. His stick was tied up neatly there by Benyon. Sent toward the net. Tipped out in front. Pad save made by Belly. The Wranglers registering a couple of shots on goal in that exchange. Guyung goes D-to-D for Troutwine. A shot in and out of the glove of Belly. Now Belsterling to Ivanov. Sends one out. Jacks go for a couple of line changes here as Amarillo re-enters. Jack McDonald pulls a move around Patilla into the faceoff circle near side. Spins away from pressure in the form of Tommy Wright. Cross-ice pass is picked off by Charlie Smith. He moves up the right wing. Tries to send Belsterling in to the zone. That one is picked off and sent the other way. Amarillo once again goes for a wholesale line change. We have a whistle. Too many men here on the Amarillo Wranglers. Or is it going to be on the Jacks here? It will be on Odessa. Too many men on the Jacks with 1:37 to go in the first period of play. And it's going to be a Kenner Printing penalty kill. The Jacks already 0 for 2 on the Jersey Mike's power play. Now they're getting a chance at the Kenner Printing penalty kill. And again, you don't want to take a penalty last couple of minutes of the first, or any period rather. The Jacks penalty kill 27th, I believe. Yes, 27th in the North American Hockey League. They're 6 for 8 on the weekend. But the Jacks are tied for second in the North American Hockey League with shorthanded goals for, with 6. I'm sure they have more shots on goal shorthanded, but for shorthanded goals, they are tied second with 6. The only team that is sitting above them are the Chippewa Steel with 8. As they battle for the puck, far half wall, Stepanek trying to fish it free. He's on a knee. Now Mitchell, once again, he goes down to a knee as well. There's a ruckus over in that half wall. The Jacks are able to clear it just to the line. It does get out, though, which allows one of the Jacks penalty killers, Michael Kadlasik, to go and change. They still fish for that puck at center ice. 1:12 to go in the power play for the Wranglers. 45 seconds in the period. Belly stops it. Mitchell grabs it and rings it. 34.8 seconds to go in the period. 58 seconds on the penalty kill. So if Amarillo does not convert, there will be 24 seconds of power play time remaining as they enter the second period. Ben Ivy against Adam Armijo in the faceoff circle. The Wranglers running with 4 forwards and 1 defenseman on the power play. And Jack Ivy wipes out Armijo, takes advantage, moves out to center ice, and he wipes out himself. Richmond takes control, sends it deep. 20 seconds to go in the period. Gagnon is there for the Wranglers. Gives it to Ben Ivy. Wranglers bench barking orders to go and hurry into the zone. 9 seconds to go. There's McDonald, top of the faceoff circle, down low for Ben Ivy. Centering pass out to the line, hops over the stick of Jack Ivy, and that will do it for the period. While the shots on goal read 13-3 in favor of the Jackalopes. And James Richmond having some words after the play. Patilla taking a push from Jack McDonald there. As Patilla just trying to go back to the locker room. We'll see how this second and third period plays out. Nonetheless, the Amarillo Wranglers will have 23 seconds of power play time going into the second period. No score between these two teams. We'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes. You're listening to Odessa Jackalopes Hockey on NATV and YouTube. Welcome back inside the Jack Shack, where things got chippy in that first period. No score between these two teams, but the shots on goal read 13-3 in favor of the Odessa Jackalopes. The Jackalopes will have some work to do entering that second period. 23 seconds remaining on the Kenner Printing penalty kill. That'll be their first penalty kill of the game. The Jacks already 0 for 2 on the power play. Things have boiled over. 4 penalties on the side of Amarillo. Holding, interference, high sticking, and Papaspropolis for a 10-minute unsportsmanlike misconduct. For the Jackalopes, James Richmond went to the box 2 minutes for slashing, and they received a 2-minute too many men penalty, which is what is being served right now. And again, with things getting physical, chippy, you will never know what will go down in this second and third period. As our Mariah Carey playlist gets going on here at the arena. As Mike Castillo here, our DJ, said everybody's got to point up here to the broadcast booth because he knows my my dislike for this particular song. He said he was playing it just for me today, so I guess the love in the Jacks front office is definitely there. We're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here for the North American Hockey League. The Maryland Black Bears up 3-1 on the Johnstown Tomahawks with 16.5 to play in the third period. Johnstown just getting their first goal on the board as we speak. Maine Nordiques up 3-0 on the Philadelphia Rebels. 5 minutes to play in the third period. New Jersey Titans up 3-0 on the New Hampshire Mountain Kings with 10 minutes to go in the third. Springfield Junior Blues up 3-2 on the Anchorage Wolverines. That one's got 9.5 to play at the Nelson Center, Springfield, Illinois, my home state. The Rochester Junior Americans up 3-1 on the Danbury Hat Tricks. Wisconsin Wendigo and Fairbanks Ice Dogs scoreless with 19 minutes to go in the second. Second period to play, 3-0 the score as the Janesville Jets are up on the Kenai River Brown Bears. Bismarck Bobcats up 1-0 on the St. Cloud Norsemen. End of the first period. Aberdeen Wings up 1-0 on the Austin Bruins. That one also at the first intermission. Also at the first intermission, the Oklahoma Warriors are up on the New Mexico Ice Wolves 2-1. It says that the second Oklahoma Warriors goal was scored with no time remaining, so it must have been a buzzer beater there. And that's a game you got to watch for the Jackalopes, as the Odessa Jackalopes, coming into this contest after last night's win and Oklahoma Warriors' loss, have taken the sixth and final playoff spot from the Warriors. The Warriors are in seventh, but we are tied on points between the Warriors and the Jackalopes. Corpus Christi Ice Rays Lone Star Brahmas, no score, 56 seconds to go in the first period. And the Minot Minotauros up 3-0 on the North Iowa Bulls with 6:48 to go in the first. And taking a look, we're going to take a look at that standings. Instead of going to the NHL scores, we're going to take a look at the standings right now, especially the middle of the South Division. Lone Star is currently in first place, 23-6-3, 49 points. Shreveport in second, 27-2 with 42 points. Now this third through seventh is where I really want you guys to pay attention. El Paso on a 3-game win streak right now is in third place, 17-9-2, 36 points. Fourth place, also on 36 points, are these Amarillo Wranglers that are here this weekend, 15-9-6, 36 points. Then fifth place, there's a 5-point jump. The New Mexico Ice Wolves, 14-11-3, they have 31 points. The Jacks are in sixth, 13-11-4 with 30 points. So 1 point out of fifth and 6 points out of third and fourth. Then the Oklahoma Warriors, 13-11-4, same exact record as the Jackalopes. So again, it's just a matter of a tiebreaker here between the Jacks and the Warriors, separating 6th and 7th place. 8th place are the Corpus Christi Ice Rays, 9-17-3, 21 points. And in last place, the Colorado Grit with a 7-16-3 record for 17 points. So it's very tight, 3rd through 7th place. in this South Division. 6 points separate third and seventh place. Both teams take the ice as the clock winds down here at the Jack Shack. As we re-enter play nearly for the Jacks, are going to be on the penalty kill, the Kenner Printing penalty kill that is, for 23 seconds to start the period. Both teams taking their benches, and again, Maxime Belly in net for the Jacks. He is starting tonight. The last game he started was November 26th against these Amarillo Wranglers, which was his birthday, and he got his first North American Hockey League win. It's a very cool sight to see. And then for the Wranglers on the other end, it's Connor McDonough, who has started all 3 games this weekend for the Amarillo Wranglers. Both teams taking their benches, getting their last second pep talks. We're going to see which 4 skaters go out on the ice for the Jackalopes to start this second period. It appears it's going to be Riley Rosenthal, John Wojciechowski, Cameron Dunn, and Michael Kadlasik. Jacks, again, only 23 seconds they got to kill off. They've already killed the first minute and 37. And the face-off at center ice to start this period is going to be absolutely crucial. Get possession, skate back in your own zone for about 3 to 5 seconds, kill that off, and send it down the length of the ice. By the time the Wranglers touch that puck, they should only have about 10 seconds to go if that plan works. And here we go. Linesman's got a fresh puck. We've got fresh ice, fresh players out there. And we are underway for the second period, and the Jacks win it back. Rosenthal skates back into his zone, gets it to his forehand, and sends it down the length of the ice. And as Amarillo touches it, there is 11 seconds, so I was 1 second off on the power play. And Amarillo still behind their cage with 5. They're going to go 0 for 1 on the power play as the Jacks are now back to full strength. Ivy throws one toward the net. That one just misses the blocker of Belly. Kadlasik trying to skate out with it at center ice. That's picked off. Now there's Jack Ivy from McDonald. He's got some space. Fires one off the shoulder of Belly. Nice save there from the Odessa netminder. Puck gets sent down the length of the ice. This will go for icing on the Jackalopes. This icing is brought to you by Hilliard Office Solutions. 19:17 to go. Second period of play. I was about to say the first. We're not in the first, I'll tell you that. No score between these two teams. We're back to playing 5-on-5 hockey. It's going to be Michael Kadlasik countered by Connor McNaughton for the Wranglers in the faceoff circle to the left of Max Belly. Puck gets sent out. Cameron Dunn tips it forward. That was a deflection also off of an Amarillo stick, so no icing here on the Jackalopes as the Wranglers start the rush out. Stepanik's pass deflects at the Amarillo blue line. Taken back by Dunn. He's got some space. Right faceoff circle. Turnaround. Centering pass. Looking for Amarillo. One hands one toward that save. Rebounds loose out in front. It's still loose. What a save made by McDonough. Adam Armijo got a puck toward the net. McDonough sprawled out, made the save. The puck was still loose. McDonough wasn't even facing the play, and he made another save. My goodness, Connor McDonough, have yourself a first period and a start to the second. Jacks get credited with 2 shots on goal on that rush. Brings their game total up to 15. Amarillo sitting at 4. Armijo is in to take the faces off against Roman Zopp to the blocker side of Connor McDonough, which is the far side from the broadcast booth and the camera location. Topi Pukkanen off face-off win for Amarillo, flips one forward. Knocked out of there by Vardy. Centering pass off the stick of Morris. Finds Zopp. Centering pass. Pukkanen. A save made by Belly. That's a small deflection. Bang, bang play out in front. Belly was up to the task. Made a fantastic save there. A couple of saves, actually, on Topi Pukkanen. You can already tell just a minute and 20 in. Offense is ramping up. Topi Pukkanen setting up right behind Zapp. Pukkanen gets it, fires one toward the net. That hit a couple sticks out in front. Taken away by Armijo as he flips it to the line and out. Troutwine quickly sends it back in. Delayed offside here on the Wranglers. Allows Belly time and space to play it behind his cage to Braden Patilla. Patilla rings it around. There's Armijo. Goes to his backhand, advances it to the left side for a cutting John Christian who's pinching up on the play. Loses the puck because he advanced it a little too far forward, taken away by Morris for the Wranglers, and he'll find Pukanen on the left wing. Touch pass head for Zop. He's got some space. And on a breakaway, forehand, backhand shot. Big save, Belly! And that comes off its moorings, and this game remains scoreless. Amarillo has come out firing in this second period. They registered 4 shots on goal in the first 2 minutes of play, rather. Jack Ivy, Hunter Wizenand. One back to Ben Ivy, a shot. That one blocked out in front by Braden Patilla. He'll skate out with the puck. Try to find man level the pass. That one too far in front of him. Deflects off his stick. Coming the other way are the Wranglers now. Jack Ivy deflects it forward into the corner. Taken by McDonald for the Wranglers. Skates into the faceoff circle. Now to the top of it. Back out to the point. Good poke check there by the captain. As he'll go for a line change after that nice defensive play. Bryce Cooper finds McDonald ahead to Jack Ivy in the zone. He's got space, moves to the back end, tries to center it. Picked off by the Jacks. Here comes Benyon up the left wing with speed. Benyon into the zone. Tries to get around a defender. There's Jeffers with the long reach, 6'4". He's able to knock that free. Turnover in the neutral zone, 2-on-1 for the Jacks. Ivanov tries a pass for Benyon. That one picked off. Wisnan on the loose puck. Centered pass. We have a whistle. A hand pass is ruled here on the Jackalopes. They're trying to see when Papaspropoulos comes out of the box. It's going to be 16:29 when he comes out, so another 53 seconds. Hunter Wizenand, Luke Morris in front of the Amarillo broadcast location, which is about 5 feet to my right, and across a small staircase. Face-off is won back by Amarillo. Doherty cross ice to DeMarco. Banks one off the official, taken back by Ivanov at center ice. Crosses the line, tries to get through. Wisden has it, walks in. He lost possession of the puck in between the hash marks. Coming the other way now. Here come the Wranglers. Miller drops it offside. Are the Wranglers. This offside's brought to you by Commercial Ice Machine. 17:04 remaining in the second period. It's going to be a neutral zone draw in front of the Amarillo bench. Third line out there for the Jackalopes. Tommy Wright, Cohen Belsterling, and Charlie Smith. One back by the Wranglers as they re-enter the zone. It's slung deep. Now taken by Morris. Far half wall, back out to the point. Left side, Doherty with some space. Walks in, fires one. That one nowhere near as it bounces off the end wall and toward the cage. Controlled by Amarillo. Doherty toward the net once again off the end wall. Tries to deflect it out in front. Belly clears that out of harm's way. Now Charlie Smith to the left side for Tommy Wright. Into the zone, he's got Belsterling and Smith with him. Tommy Wright fires one toward the net, deflects into the corner. Kept in at the line by Mitchell. Picked off by the Wranglers. They're able to get it out on the second attempt. Getting knocked down on the play there was Belsterling. Now Tommy Wright gets tripped up on the play. Incidental contact. Doherty fires one deep to the back of the cage in the Odessa zone. Smith advances one forward for James Richmond, who advances into the zone along the right wing. Delayed offside here on the Jackalopes. They'll have to touch up. Still offside. And now they are back to being onside after a few seconds. McNaughton plays one to the left side. Gerhard, short angle shot, goes through the crease and wide. Now at the line, fired toward the net by Gagnon. That one never made it through. Cameron Dunn on the puck. Goes back to his defenseman, Lem Vardy. Thrown forward. Richmond beats out the... Oh, wow. Man, Richmond beat out that icing by a country mile. They're going to keep it in the offensive zone for the Jacks. I was going to say that that one wasn't close. That one was about a stride and a half that Richmond beat that one out. And the linesman says, my bad. Michael Kadlacek in to take the faceoff against Roman Zopp. 15:41 to go, second period of play. Sticks down, but the puck's still in the official's hand. As we'll do it again. One back by the Wranglers. Gaillon banks one off the wall onto the stick of Roman Zopp. Now for Papaspropoulos, that's picked off. Dunn has him to the hash marks. Kadlacek, touch pass across Richmond, losing this game. It's still loose out in front, and there's McDonough making the save. Taking a face wash there was James Richmond from Topi Pukkanen. Richmond just unable to get it onto his stick. Might have gotten it with the heel as it deflected toward the net, but McDonough, cool, calm, and collected, plopped on the puck for the save. Offensive zone faceoff upcoming for the Jackalopes. 15:28 to go, second period of play, 16-7 shots on goal. Faceoff one back by the Wranglers. DeMarco plays it to his defensive partner, Doherty, pinned along the wall momentarily by Dunn. He's able to escape that pressure and get it out to the line. Strandberg waits for his mates to get onside and slings it deep. Now battling for possessions, Dunn. But the Wranglers able to break that trap and get it out to center ice. There's Cam Dunn once again, falls on his own accord and sends it headlong into the zone. Kadlacek back to chase, taken away by the Wranglers. That's Jack Ivey flipping one high into the air, rainbow style. As DeMars crosses the center ice line. Left side man left, fires one toward the net, sticked aside by McDonough to the near corner. There's Ben Ivey on the puck, rings it around. DeMarco's there. Working on him is Teddy Manlove, but the Wranglers are able to get it out. Here's Jack Ivey with some space. Cuts the angle, circles the net, comes around to the near side. DeMar's able to poke check that pass out to the line. Benyon trying to fish it free the rest of the way, and the Jacks are offside. Not by much. And Armijo taking a punch there from McDonald. Wojo taking a look at the captain here, asking if he wants to go. We'll see if Ben Ivey and Wojo are going to dance here. They're still going at it. Now Ben Ivey's got a cage, so don't think that would do too well. As Armijo and McDonald are both helmetless. Armijo didn't even fire it toward the net. McDonald just came in and said, "How do you do?" Here's a sucker punch right to the face of Adam Armijo. Both gentlemen going to take a seat for roughing. Now misconduct on McDonald. So 93 is going to be 2 minutes for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. And Armijo, 2 minutes for roughing. It'll still result on either 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 play. I would assume 5-on-5. Well, the official's pointing 4, so maybe 4-on-4 play here. And again, Armijo just let the puck continue to slide. He moved his stick away. The puck had forward momentum as he was stick handling in the zone. And McDonald came across and said, boom! Right jab, right to the face of Adam Armijo. And I know John Wojciechowski wanted to go with Ben Ivey. And this is going to be a neutral zone face-off here. I don't know about that one. Again, the one who started it all was the Wranglers. Don't know why that puck isn't in the offensive zone, but nonetheless, Wojciechowski hits a stanchion on the dump-in attempt, floats out in front. Alert was McDonough, who stopped it from hitting his pad and going in the net. Miller unable to clear. Ivanov tries to send it deep. The second attempt he will. Benyon is there in the far corner. Sends it down for Wisenand. Comes out from the goal line to Wojciechowski. Mitchell a drive. Blocked by the skate of Morris. He's laboring a little bit on that play. Benyon to Mitchell. Fires another one toward the net. Pad save. Rebound. Wojciechowski fires one. Tip just wide. Hunter Wisenand's there along the half wall. It's chopped out by the Wranglers and out down the length of the ice. Icing's waved off here as Wojciechowski gets hit on the play. Mitchell sends one for Wisenand. That one hops over his stick, delayed offside here on the Wranglers. They'll touch up. Mitchell surveys his options, sends it forward. There's Benyon deflecting into the zone. It's going to be new Jackalopes going out onto the ice. 4 of them to be exact. Almost a miscommunication there from the Wranglers. They almost turned it over in the defensive zone and said Troutwine sends it in. There's Vardy. Takes the hit after making the play. Charlie Smith unable to get it out of the zone. Belly stops it behind the net. Mitchell is there. He's tied up with Stepanek. Vardy helping in. Mitchell still being held on the play. No call. Right to the left side for Bellsterling into the zone. 3-on-3 for the Jacks. Bellsterling wrists one toward the net. That deflects off a stick and into the protected netting. And out of play. 12:55 to go. Second period of play. 18-7 of the shots on goal. It'll be an offensive zone draw for Odessa off this faceoff. It's going to be Cohen Bellsterling, the third line out for the Jackalopes. Tommy Wright sets up behind him for the one-timer. We'll see if Bellsterling can win this one back. It's one back by the Wranglers. DeMarco sends one out. Glove down at the red line by Patilla. Sent forward for Tommy Wright. Gets around pressure and sends it deep into the zone. Charlie Smith pressuring on the forecheck. Takes the hit. Absorbs that contact, and it's kept in by the Jacks. Kristen rings it around behind the net. DeMarco on the puck. Bellsterling pressuring. There's Papaspropoulos on the puck. Gets around one man. Good poke check there by Richmond to free the puck. A defenseman for the Wranglers. That's Kyle DeMarco was there as they enter the zone. Richmond picks it off. Bellsterling. One hands one to the right side. Looking for Patilla. Trying to corral that puck back into his grasp. Instead, it's picked off by the Wranglers. They're unable to clear. Patilla holds along the near half wall. Centering pass. Done a short angle shot off the shoulder of McDonough. He readjusts the post, and here come the Wranglers. 3-on-2 into the zone. Pukinen walks in, fires, scores. And it's the Wranglers getting the first goal of the game here tonight. Topi Pukinen in on the rush. Was able to find the back of the net, glove side on Max Belly. And it's 1-0 Wranglers almost midway through the second period. So we know it's going to be number 17 getting credit for the goal here. Still playing 5-on-5 hockey. Shots on goal 19-8 in favor of the Jackalopes. Armijo wins the faceoff back. It's forced free by Jack Ivey, however, who rings it around to the near side. Sent back down low. Wojciechowski is there. Now down low. Rosenthal battling for that puck. Pokes it to Hayden DeMars. Ahead for Armijo. Jacks have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Armijo trying to split the D. Gets a return pass. Tries to find DeMars. It's tipped out in front. It's still loose in front of the crease, and it's cleared out of there by the Wranglers. 3-on-2 once again for the Wranglers. Jacks have to hurry back. Ben Ivey goes cross ice. Tipped out of there by Lem Vardy. Puck goes behind the net. Vardy controls. Stretch pass. Trying to send Manlove on a breakaway. As icing is waved off, McDonough went to play the puck. They battle for it. Manlove out to Vardy. That one misses his stick. A little too far in front of him, and he'll have to regroup. Jack's touch up on the delayed offside. Jack Ivey brings it to the far side for Gerhardt. He's pressured there. Jack's forced to turnover. It's quickly taken back by the Wranglers. Ivey now for Gerhardt. Jack Ivey will go for a change. Back out to the point. Pressured is Gagnon, and Benyon does a great job to force that out to center ice. He's still pressuring him. Gagnon gets around him, sends it deep into the zone. Belly out to play. Leaves one for Kristen. He's pressured, has to play it along the near side, picked off by Gerhardt. Kristen gets the puck back once again on an errant pass. Banks one off the wall for Ivanov. The Jacks exit the zone. That pass too far in front of Wizenand. The Wranglers send one down the length of the ice. Strandberg racing. This will be an icing on Amarillo with 10-12 to go in the second period. It's going to be Topi Pukinen, Alex Papaspropoulos, and Roman Zapp. That's second line for Amarillo. Is able to convert and break the scoreless deadlock. Again, this icing is brought to you by Hilliard Office Solutions, as the Jacks have to claw back now in this second period, get a goal, at least to tie it. But again, it's all about momentum here. Right now, it's in favor of the Wranglers. Troutwine off the face-off win. Goes D to Gagnon ahead. On to Stepanek, bounces off his stick. And Rosenthal advances it for Belsterling. He'll touch it into the zone. Troutwine takes control. Leaves it for Gagnon in the corner. Belsterling hits him after making the play. McNaughton banks one off of a stick. It was not a delayed offside. Belsterling thought it was, or else he would have been alone there behind the goal line with the puck. Here come the Wranglers, however, the other way. Good play by Rosenthal to knock that free. Here's Belsterling into the zone. Right wing. Fires one toward the net. Soaked up by McDonough. He'll hold and cover. And we're going to take a media timeout here in the second period. 9:35 to go. It's 1-0 Wranglers. Once again, you're listening to Odessa Jackalopes Hockey on NATV and YouTube. Welcome back inside the Jack Shack here. 9:35 to play in the second period. It's 1-0 Amarillo. Shots on goal this period. Odessa leads at 8-5 overall. It's 21-8, but it's the Wranglers who have the icebreaker in this contest. As the first line for the Jacks is out there, Kadlasik wins it back. Mitchell tries to fire one toward the net. That's blocked. Dunn trying to get control of that puck. Poke checked out of the zone. Delayed offside, now waved off as the Jacks touch up. Stretch pass out of the defensive zone for the Wranglers, picked off. Richmond re-enters along left wing. James Richmond into the zone. Gets around one, short angle shot off the side of the cage. Richmond tries to send one back down low. He gets pinned against the wall. Taking it now is DeMarco for the Wranglers. Kadlasik's in there with Richmond trying to free that puck. DeMarco just pinning it against the wall, letting seconds tick off the clock, and Doherty is there to send it up the wall. Good hit there after the play by Cameron Dunn on Doherty. As a loose stick is on the ice, that one belongs to Trevor Mitchell. Belly out to play behind his net. He's pressured there by a Wrangler. He didn't see him coming. Almost turned it over behind the net. Now Dunn tries to deliver a hit. It frees the puck, so it did its job. And Richmond's able to get it out of the defensive zone. Jacks go for a line change. Kadlasik still on the ice for that first line. But now it's the fourth line out there for the Jacks. Kadlasik will most likely go for a change when he gets that opportunity. Zop down low, across. The shot by Jeffers never made it through. Good block out in front. Now Zop controls top of the faceoff circle, now to the deep slot. Backhands one across to Ritchie. Fires one toward the net. That one never made it. Now down low in the corner. Pukanen, the goal scorer for the Wranglers. It's going to be a penalty here on Trevor Mitchell, probably for hooking. So he had to stick around Topi Pukanen. So the Wranglers going to their second power play. The Jacks went back to the Kenner printing penalty kill here with 8:01 to go. See the official call here. 2 minutes for holding. 2 minutes for holding is the call on Trevor Mitchell. So the Wranglers, again, in a big opportunity here, have the chance to take a 2-goal lead. But for the Jackalopes, 6 shorthanded goals on the year. Can they find a 7th, or more importantly, just kill the penalty off? They are successful tonight. Again, on the weekend, they're now 7 for 9 on the penalty kill. have allowed 2 power play goals in the back of the net. And the penalty kill percentage for the Jacks does sit 27th in the North American Hockey League at 78%. Armijo is given a warning on the faceoff. Puck is dropped and won by the Wranglers. Gagnon, left side, Jack Ivy. Back out to the point, Gagnon fires one toward that save. Rebound is still loose out in front, cleared out of there by the Jacks as it'll escape the line. Gagnon to Zop. Now to left side, there's Jack Ivy. Cutting toward the nets, Pukkanen. He'll take his place behind the cage where it's taken by Ben Ivy now in the far half corner. Jack Ivy out to the point. There's Gagnon across the left side. Zop centered pass to Ben Ivy. That one tipped just wide. Now his brother Jack's on the puck. Back out to the point, Gagnon. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go on the power play. Drops it for Jack Ivy. Moves into the deep slot. Fires one toward the net. Soaked up by Belly. He'll hold and cover. 7:18 to go. Second period of play. 1:16 on the power play for Amarillo. They're getting some opportunities toward the net for sure. And Jack's doing a good job, though, of making sure they stay in their position. They stay tight in that square for the penalty kill. Sticks down, pucks down. It's won by the Wranglers. DeMarco to the left side. That's Stepanek. Back for DeMarco. To the right side, Jeffers. Jeffers controls at the point. Drop down low. Back at the point. One-timer DeMarco. Save made. Belly. Stepanek. Top of the left face circle. Out to DeMarco. He'll walk the line. Go across Jeffers. One-timer. Tipped out in front, and it's stopped by Belly once again. 45 seconds to go on the power play for Amarillo. Papaspropoulos leaves the puck behind him. Charlie Smith is there. He'll backhand it down the length of the ice. Belsterling chasing. Forces McDonough out to play the puck to Jeffers. Belsterling still pressuring. He'll go for a line change, as will Vardy. 4 new penalty killers out there for the Jacks. Wisenand, Kristen, Benion, and Strandberg. Papaspropoulos into the zone. To the left side for McNaughton. Now Wisenand chasing the puck. Gets it on his backhand. Hit off the play. Now moving down lower, the Wranglers spinning away from pressures. DeMarco, he's been out there the whole power play rather. 5 seconds to go. Papaspropoulos, DeMarco tries one toward the net. One-timer Stepanek. The puck hopped over his stick. The Jacks are now back to full strength. They successfully killed off this second penalty. Cross-ice pass. Looking for Jeffers on the one-timer save. Rebound out in front. Unable to put it in the open net there was McNaughton. I believe the net's come off its moorings. We're going to have a whistle. 5:50 to go. Second period of play. Shots on goal read 21-13 in favor of the Jackalopes. This period, the Amarillo Wranglers now lead the shots on goal 10-8. They've had the last 5 shots on goal. Luke Morris in to take this faceoff for the Wranglers against Hunter Wisenand. Warning given to Wisenand. Linesman's telling him, hey, you got to stay straight up until I say. One back by the Wranglers. Gagnon fires one toward the net off the skate. Chunchikov goes to the far corner. Morris controls. Moves to the top of the faceoff circle. Switches place with Gagnon. Back out to the point for Morris. Fires one. Tip just wide. There's Miller on the puck for the Wranglers. Ivanov tries to get it out. It's blocked by Troutwine. Moves back down low. Ivanov on the second attempt gets it out. Now Wisenand fails to advance the puck. Morris re-enters. Offside are the Wranglers. This offside's brought to you by Commercial Ice Machine with 5:25 to go in the second period. Penalties have definitely died down in the second period. We haven't had a penalty. Well, obviously we had the Trevor Mitchell penalty, but before that, they all came at the 5:37 mark of the second period. Other than that, we haven't had a penalty this period. Face-off won by the Jackalopes. Rosenthal sends one up the wall. Deflects off of a Wrangler and down. Richmond on the forecheck. Pressures Troutwine. Now Gagnon pressured by Dunn. Wranglers are able to get it out. Here comes Bryce Cooper with speed, pinching in as a defenseman. Or that's Jack Ivy, rather, excuse me. Ivy down low for Gerhard. Pressured by Richmond. Wojciechowski joins the scrum there, and he's able to free that puck to Michael Kadlasik. banked into the Amarillo bench, into the glove of backup goaltender Mason Joseph. As we approach the last quarter of the second period. 4:52 to go. Only goal to speak of so far, Topi Pukkanen, his 11th of the season. Assist going to Papasparopoulos and Zop, their 13th and 15th respectively. As getting sent to the ice was Papasparopoulos on that play. Faceoff is won by the Wranglers. Richmond gets on the puck. It is deflected into the Amarillo zone, so icing is waved off. DeMarco plays one up the wall. Papasparopoulos, that drops over his stick, tipped toward the net off the shot from Vardy. Dunn had his stick in that shooting lane, tipped the puck toward the net. It was nonetheless stopped by McDonough. Dunn sends it in. Stopped by McDonough. He'll play it to his defenseman, DeMarco. Tries to ring it down low, blocked by Manlove. DeMarco gets the puck once again, finds Pukkanen, and the Wranglers start the rush out. Pukkanen on the puck, off the feed from Papasparopoulos. Return pass, Papasparopoulos. Save, rebound, Pukkanen, he scores. And Amarillo has taken the 2-0 lead with 4 minutes to go in this second period. Topi Pukkanen with his second of the game. Assist once again going to Alexander Papasparopoulos. And we'll see the secondary on this one. Might be Kyle DeMarco. Sticks down, pucks down. We're back underway in this second period. 4 minutes and some change to go. 2-0 favor of Amarillo. Puck did not deflect off of a stick. It's going to be an icing on the Jackalopes. And we're going to see what the scoring is. I heard Bryce Cooper's name, but I don't believe he was even on the ice. As he's on the ice now. McNaughton skates back as it's a defensive zone draw for the Jackalopes. One back by the Jacks. Kristen tries to play it forward out of the zone. It's kept in. Patilla on the loose puck. It's going to be Papasparopoulos' goal from Pukkanen and Cooper. I believe Pukkanen was the one who put that in the back of the net, but I guess we'll see. Puck gets sent in to the Amarillo zone. DeMars is trying to fish it free. Taken away by the Wranglers. They'll start the rush out. 3-on-2 the other way. DeMars on the back check here. Pressures McNaughton. He finds Gerhard. Return pass McNaughton. Sticked out of there by Riley Rosenthal. Belsterling gets around a defender with a move. Chips it forward to himself. One-handed to Manlove on a breakaway. Teddy Manlove back at forehand shot. Save made by McDonough. Manlove was unable to corral that loose puck, but he still got a shot off. Wojciechowski sends it deep. Manlove tries the centering pass. Never made it through. Smith goes back out to the point. There's Wojciechowski. 3:10 to go in the period. The right side, Rosenthal walks and fires. Tip toward the net. Save made McDonough. McNaughton on the loose puck. Unable to clear. On the puck now is Charlie Smith. He loses possession. Cooper is able to get it out and skate with it to the red line where he'll dump it in toward the Odessa zone. Rosenthal, stretch pass for Tommy Wright. He's got Charlie Smith with him. He'll find Smith firing one toward the net. Stick save made by McDonough. Pushed toward the corner by the Amarillo netminder, and that helps Amarillo get the rush out. 3-on-2 into the zone. A shot toward the net by Gagnon, blocked by the skate of Vardy. Gagnon gets his own rebound, top of the face-off circle and far side. Waits with the puck. Sends it down low. There's Jack Ivey. Leaves the puck behind him. Tommy Wright trying to knock it free, but Jack Ivey is there. His shot blocked. Gagnon going to elect to just maintain possession and skate it out of the zone as a couple of his teammates go for a line change. There's Chunchikov firing one toward the net, that one wide. Puck floats out back into the Amarillo zone. We're taken back by Gagnon as a couple of Jacks will now go for a line change as well. Sent deep by the Wranglers. Vardy rings it around. There's Benyon trying to deflect it for Wizenand. That's picked off and sent back by the Wranglers. Trevor Mitchell for Vardy. Back for Mitchell. D to D. Mitchell skates out of the zone. Finds Benyon with a tape-to-tape pass. Spins away from pressure. Zach Benyon now down low going for Wizenand. It hops off his stick. Doherty is there. And the Wranglers are able to once again break the trap and get out of the zone. Papaspropoulos gets a stick lifted there by Benyon. Backhand pass intended for Wizenand's picked off. Troutwine regains control in the defensive zone. Now Doherty for the Wranglers. Sent up the line for Papaspropoulos. Hits off his skate, goes back to Troutwine. He'll exit the zone, cross the red, and send it in. That one flipped out of play. It'll be a neutral zone faceoff upcoming. 1:05 to go in the second period. 2-0 is the score in favor of the Wranglers. Shots on goal read 25-14 in favor of Odessa. Kadlasik and Morris in the faceoff circle. It's one back by Morris. Doherty controls, crosses the red line, and slaps one into the zone. Strandberg's first on the puck, plays up the near wall. No one home for the Jacks. Capped in by the Wranglers, sent toward the net on the slap shot. That one whistles wide of the post. Sending it out now, Kadlasik. 2-on-1 with Richmond. Kadlasik settles the bouncing puck. But now in the corner, it goes. Back out to the point for Dunn. Bounces off his skate to the far half wall. Dunn to Rosenthal out at the point. Return pass for Dunn. Skates in the faceoff circle, goes down low for Kadlasik, backhands it out to the line, bounces over Wojciechowski's stick. He keeps it in momentarily before it's taken back, and we have a whistle. We're going to have some exchanging of words here. James Richmond, trying to see if that's Morris. It is Morris for the Wranglers. They're both going to go to the box here for roughing, I believe. Both are going to head into the penalty box, I believe. Well, they're going to head to back to the tunnel, as both of them are going to get 2 minutes for roughing. There's only 27.5 seconds remaining in the period, so both are going to get 2 minutes for roughing here. .5 to go. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey. Both gentlemen getting 2 minutes for roughing. Face-off being brought out in front of the Odessa bench. Rosenthal not happy with that. And again, it occurred in the offensive zone for the Jackalopes. I would be given the same argument as well. Face-off, one back by the Wranglers. There's Troutwine sending it deep into the zone. Rung around and deflected out of the zone by Wojciechowski. 15 seconds to go. Troutwine controls the defensive zone for the Wranglers. Spins back away from DeMars. Finds Gagnon. Now ahead to Ben Ivy. Gets it poke checked away. Back into the Wranglers zone. 4 seconds to go. DeMars chasing the loose puck. It's going to be grabbed by Troutwine, and that will end the second period of play. Well, it's the Wranglers who got 2 goals in that second period. And they take a 2-0 lead going into the second intermission and the third period of play. We'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes to break it all down here on the Odessa Jackalopes Hockey Network. And once again, I'm Brandon Luisi, and we'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes here on NATV and YouTube. Welcome back inside the Jack Shack, where it's the Wranglers taking the 2-0 lead going into the third period of play. They lead this one by a score of 2-0. Topi Pukkanen with 2 goals, his 11th and 12th of the season, are the difference here. Got to catch my breath a second. Just ran up those stairs. Man, if you've ever been to the Jack Shack, running up the stairs of the broadcast booth is no joke. Might as well run a marathon. But nonetheless, both teams currently 0 for 2 on the power play. A lot of coincidentals in that penalty, or in that power. Wow. In that period, you know, this was very similar to Sunday's game. The last time Amarillo was here, where I'm just tripping over my words in the second intermission. I can't wait for this third period. It's going to be an interesting period. But nonetheless, the Jacks outshoot the Wranglers 15-11 in that second period. But, I'm sorry, 12-11. Nope, 15. The scoreboard here says 28. The Null website says 25, so I always go with the scoreboard. 15-11, the Jacks outshoot the Wranglers. 30 penalty minutes in the game for Amarillo, 10 for the Jacks. And it's just an interesting second period. Things got very physical. The gloves have not been dropped just yet. But look out for this third period. The Jacks might need a spark similar to a fight in order to get the game rolling a little bit and get the boys fired up on the bench. I mean, the shots on goal definitely aren't the issue. And it's just about making sure the puck gets back on, or gets in the back of the net on second and third chance opportunities with men out in front. And other than that, I mean, the Jacks are playing a great game. I'm straight up. They're the Jacks really just need to hone in on getting the next goal, because the next goal is going to be so important. 3-0 is so different than 2-1. So for the Jacks, you just want to get a quick goal on the board. You're playing 4-on-4 the next minute 32. Luke Morris in the box for the Wranglers. James Richmond in the box for the Jacks. They'll both be released at the 18:28 mark of the third period. Since it's 4-on-4, they'll be released right out of the box. If it was 5-on-5, they'd have to wait for the next whistle. But they do not have to here in this third period. Zamboni making its last rounds on the ice. And then both teams will take the ice for third period hockey. And both teams have a victory this weekend. Thursday went the way of the Wranglers, 2-1 victory. The Friday night contest last night went the way of the Jacks in the shootout. Let's take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard to see what's going on with the rest of the South Division and the league. Maryland Black Bears beat the Johnstown Tomahawks 3-1. Maine Nordiques victors over the Rebels 3-0. Another shutout for the Nordiques. New Jersey Titans also beat the New Hampshire Mountain Kings by a final score of 3-0. Springfield Junior Blues hold on in the third period, defeat the Anchorage Wolverines 3-2. Rochester Junior Americans defeat the Danbury Hattricks, final score 6-1. The Wisconsin Wendigo up 1-0 on the Fairbanks Ice Dogs with 100 seconds to play in the third period. Janesville Jets up 4-0 on the Kenai River Brown Bears, 8.5 to go, third period of play. Bismarck Bobcats and St. Cloud Norsemen tied at 2 in the second intermission. Aberdeen Wings up 3-1 on the Austin Bruins in the second intermission as well. Also in the second intermission, a game we have to watch here, the New Mexico Ice Wolves, Oklahoma Warriors are tied at 4. High-scoring contest between those two teams. Lone Star Brahmas at the end of the second period up 2-0 on the Corpus Christi Ice Rays. And with 5.5 to go in the second period, the Minot Minotauros are up 5-1 on the North Iowa Bulls. And take a look at some NHL scores while the off-ice crew does their thing here. St. Louis Blues up 3-2 on the Dallas Stars with 16:42 to go in the third period. Nashville Predators up 3-1 on the Capitals with 12:22 to go also in the third. No score between the Sabres and the Coyotes. 14:29 to go, second period to play. A couple of finals to report on. The Wild defeat the Canucks in the shootout 2-1. In overtime, the Rangers defeat the Bruins. Final score 2-1. The Maple Leafs blank the Penguins at home 7-0. Final score there. Montreal Canadiens defeat the New York Islanders 5-3 rather, fueled by a 4-goal second period. The Flyers defeat the Red Wings at home. Final score 1-0. The Flyers are 17-10-3 under Tortorella this year. My goodness. New Jersey Devils defeat the Columbus Blue Jackets on the road. Final score 6-3. And the Winnipeg Jets win at home against Colorado Avalanche 6-2. Still to come, 3 games, 9 p.m. So just about to get underway. All 3 of these games just about to get underway. Lightning visit the Scotiabank Saddledome, take on the Calgary Flames. The Florida Panthers are in Edmonton to take on the Oilers. And the Los Angeles Kings are at Climate Pledge Arena to take on the Seattle Kraken. Both teams have taken the ice, and we are just about ready to be underway here between these 2 teams. Morris and Richmond take residency in the box. It'll be interesting to see what fireworks we see in the final period. Richmond already speaking with Morris. Across the penalty box. They're jawing each other already. We'll see what comes out of that. Richmond chin waggling. You see his head shaking, chin waggling, trash talking, leaning. Morris is keeping his head straight toward the bench and not affected by a single word. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm glad we don't have a mic down in the penalty box that feeds to the audio out here. Can't imagine what we're hearing. So the Jacks have doubled the shots on goal total of the Wranglers through 2 periods, but it's the Wranglers 2-0 over the Jacks. We're playing 4-on-4 hockey. Sticks down, pucks down. We're underway here in the 3rd period. And the scoring has been changed. Topi Pukkanen getting credit for that 2nd goal. Alexander Pappas-Rapouts with the assist, and Kyle DeMarco with the secondary assist. I know Guy Curenza and I were watching that in the intermission and saying, hey, that's not correct. Wojciechowski fires one toward the net, tipped wide. Backhand wraparound attempt from Kad Lasik. Good save made by McDonough. Dunn fires and scores! 26 seconds in, it's Cam Dunn breaking the shutout for Connor McDonough. And the Jacks are back within 1. What a snipe from Cam Dunn. Bar down. 5-game point streak now for number 8 in white. 3rd goal in the last 5 games. He's also got 2 assists to go along with that in this 5-game point streak. Well, that is a fantastic sign for the Jackalopes, as you get a quick goal in this 3rd period, cut the deficit to 1. Now you've got 19:34 to work with. Obviously, Kad Lasik going to get an assist on that goal. He's back on track after not notching a point last night's contest. Notch a shootout winner, gets the assist tonight. And the Carrots being picked up on the ice. Good job by the Carrot crew. And we're just about set to get underway here. Still 1:09 of 4-on-4 action. And Cameron Dunn, that's going to be Dunn's 8th on the year and 24th point. He's got 8 goals, 16 assists. Faceoff is won by the Jacks. Mitchell skates back from center ice, pivots at his blue line, and goes to Cameron Dunn. Dunn, along the right wing, gets around a defender, makes him drop his stick, advances it to the corner. Dunn battling in the corner. There's Kad Lasik. Kadlacik now pinned against the wall. Now here come the Wranglers out of the zone, 2-on-2. Pukanen looking for the hat trick. Moves to the hash marks, walks in, fires. That one whistles wide of the post. It's loose out of front. Pukanen tries the backhander. Save made belly. It's still blocked out in front. It's loose in between the hash marks, blocked out of there by Vardy. Here come the Jacks, 2-on-1. Kadlacik with Dunn. Kadlacik walks in to Dunn. It's on his backhand. He's not able to corral the puck. The pass was not in his wheelhouse. Amarillo catching a break there. And somehow James Richmond gets an assist when he's in the box. We'll see about that. Roman Zopp back in his own zone. Gives it to Jeffers behind his net. Jeffers ahead. Out of left side, Jack Ivey enters the zone. Gets around Christian, dips the shoulder. Backhands one toward the net. Picked off by DeMars. Here's Patilla with the puck in his own zone. Now for DeMars. Gets around a defender. Tries to one-hand it into the zone. Picked off. Here comes Ivy. That's Ben Ivy. Picked off by Manlove. Here comes DeMars once again. Left wing. Hayden DeMars dips the shoulder. Backhands one deep. Manlove to chase. First on the puck, Drew Jeffers. That was a little too hot to handle for Manlove. Ben Ivy banks it off the wall to himself. Finds his brother. And he sends it into the zone. Belly plays it. Patilla. Waits for reinforcements. Now to the near side. Here's Jack Kristen. Now for Benyon. For Wizenan. He gets knocked off the play. Puck goes to center ice. Ivanov takes it there. Now for Benyon. Flips it from center ice into the zone. Troutwine loses the puck behind the cage. Ivanov, wrist one toward the net, soaked up by McDonough. He was unable to locate it for a second, but eventually he did. Pushes and shoves exchange. Hunter Wizenan getting involved in that. 17:20 to go, third period of play. Jacks pull within one. As there'll be an offensive zone draw for the Jackalopes. Going to be the third line out there for the Jackalopes. Charlie Smith, Tommy Wright, Cohen Belsterling with Wojciechowski and Rosenthal. Faceoff is won back by the Jackalopes. Charlie Smith sends it deep. Belsterling chasing behind the net. Tries to come around with it. It's poke checked away and taken back by the Wranglers. They'll start the rush out. McNaughton flips one forward. Wojciechowski is back. Sends one up the wall, stopped by the body of Wright along the half wall, gets it out the rest of the way. Now behind his net is John Wojciechowski. Banks one for Wright into the zone, 3-on-2 for the Jacks. Drops it for the trailer. Belsterling moves to the faceoff circle, walks it, fires, save made as McDonough was able to fight that one off. Belsterling sends one toward the net, tipped. That one stopped once again by McDonough. Flipped high into the protected netting and out of play off the stick of Jeffers. So watching that goal back for the Jackalopes, going to see who got the assist on it. Kadlacik with a backhand was stopped. So it should be from Wojciechowski, the secondary assist here, I believe. Off the face-off, controlled by the Wranglers. Jeffers behind the cage, sends it up the near side. Picked off by Kadlacik. That first line doing the work out there. Kadlacik walks in, fires, blocker save. Rebound behind the net, sent out in front, Dunn fires, and he soaked it up. How did McDonough make that save? We're going to see here if we have a goal. The referee waves it off. I believe McDonough had it. I don't believe we'll have a review here. And no review being issued, although Scott Dewar does have the iPad out to see. We're going to have to get underway here in just a second. Skadura still looking at the iPad, and he says, nope, don't want to look at it. 16:15 to go, third period of play. Somehow, someway, McDonough kept that one out of the cage. One back by the Jacks. Mitchell to Kadlasik. Now for Dunn. Tries to work it free from two Wranglers. He will. Kadlasik half wall for Dunn. Loses possession, but backhands one to Vardy in the face. Go fires one off of the stick of McDonough. Controlled on the rebound by the Wranglers. There's McDonald to the right side onto the stick of Troutwine, pinching up on the play as the defenseman. Skates below the goal line, comes out to the far corner, picked off by Vardy. He'll send it up the wall, but not out. Vardy controls. He has a man forward on a breakaway if he sends them, but it was a weak pass, quickly picked off by the Wranglers. They'll start the other way. McDonald loses it to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to skate out with it. He's unable to get it around Zup. Zup behind the net. Skates out to the near side. His pass blocked by Richmond, and it's sent up the wall for Richmond now by Vardy. Wranglers keep it in. They're going to go for a line change here. It allows the Jacks some time and space back in their own zone. Hayden to Mars. Drops it back for Vardy to Mitchell. Now for Amijo, gets taken down on the play. It's a good hit from the Wranglers there as the puck gets centered, looking for Zop. That one out of his reach. Zop tries to fire toward that, picked up by Mars. Here come the Jacks, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Left side Manlove, and that pass was behind him. And that stops the rush for the Jackalopes. All those passes have to be tape to tape and leading your forward into the zone. Pukkanen trying to find some reinforcements, skating away from a couple Jacks, goes back out to the point. Doherty walks in, shoots one. That one wide of the near post. Topi Pukkanen looking for the hat trick. Tries to fire one toward the net. His stick was tied up by Christian. It goes to the corner for Papaspropoulos. Back out to the point. Doherty fires one off the end wall. Trying to get it out of the zone there was Teddy Manlove. He's unsuccessful, but the captain on the second attempt flips it out. Race for the loose puck is on. DeMars in with Doherty. Doherty wins that foot race. DeMars is going to skate back and go for a line change. Pass deflected by Wizenand, but Pukkanen gets it in the rest of the way. Rosenthal, stretch pass picked off. That should be too many men on the Wranglers. They had 6 on the ice. It hit the man changing. No call here. And a hit there from behind, delivered by Wizenand. No call. As here comes Wojciechowski to the right side for Ivanov. Leaves it for the trailer. Benyon to Wizenand, a drive. Big save, McDonough. Oh, he sprawled across and made a great save. Ivanov tries to find Wizenand once again, and another save made off the blocker as the puck deflected toward the net. Connor McDonough, have yourself a night. Ivanov sends one down low. It's picked out by the Wranglers. They're able to get it out. There's Cooper to the left side. Gerhard fires one over the crossbar. Rebound rims around the boards. Benyon trying to gain control. He will. Finds Ivanov, hit down from behind on the play. And he'll get it in the rest of the way before going for a line change. Now it's Miller on the puck. His pass intercepted. They battle for it in the Odessa zone. Kept in by Morris. He'll send it deep. Going off for a change is Gerhard. In the defensive zone, it's Vardy who sends it out. Wranglers regain control. 12:45 to go. Third period of play. 2-1 in favor of the Wranglers. Most recent goal scored by Cam Dunn. Here come the Wranglers. 2-on-1. Chunchikov walks in. Sends one for Morris. His stick was tied up. Great play there by Trevor Mitchell. Gagnon across. Troutwine fires. Tip. Save. Rebound into the empty net. They score. Not much Max Belly can do there. It was an open cage as a puck hit a couple bodies. And Miller fired it into the back of the net. Make it a 3-1 contest. Three to 1 Wranglers in the third period of play. As the Jacks now have to claw their way back again from a 2-goal deficit. Doherty sends one in. Jacks trying to get out of their own end. Dunn to Kristen to the right side. Sent in to the left side. There's Richmond. He gets hit off the play. Kadlacek unable to get to the loose puck. Richmond still being held behind the play. No call. Puck gets sent down the length of the ice. Icing is called here on the Wranglers. So for Jacob Miller, it's his first career North American Hockey League goal. Offensive zone draw for the Jacks. One back. Christian walks in, fires. Soaked up by McDonough. He'll hold and cover. Another offensive zone draw, won by the Wranglers. It's going to be Chunchikov and Troutwine on the assists on that goal. Doherty spins it back. There's Gaillon, plays it up the wall for Jack Ivey. Deflected into the zone. Belly out to play. Collides with his own man, Rosenthal. Richmond gets to the loose puck. His pass picked off, delayed offside here on the Wranglers. Gets batted out of there by Rosenthal. Wranglers start the other way. Left side, Pukkanen drops it. Papaspropoulos fires one toward the net, sticked aside by Belly. Zap, unable to get to the loose puck. DeMars crosses the red line. He's got Manlove along his left wing. DeMars trying to chase his own chip. It's taken away by Troutwine. He'll pin it along the wall. Manlove and DeMars trying to knock it free. DeMars does. Rings it around. Left side, Vardy. Moves down to the corner. Now DeMars for Manlove. Goes for Armijo. Turnaround. In the face, Elzergo fires one off the pad of McDonough. Vardy toward the net. Hits the stick of McDonough. Rebound Armijo in the far corner now. Adam Armijo out to Mitchell. Walks the line. Goes to the top of the faceoff circle. And his wrist shot is blocked. Puck goes to the corner. Taken by Pukkanen. Picked off by Manlove. Sends it out to the line. That one picked off by Zop. And he'll circle back in his own zone. Sent into the Odessa zone. Kristen rings one for Strandberg, taken by Wizenand. Him and Strandberg trying to play catch with the puck. Kristen gets it on the far side now, banks it off the wall for Ivanov, and he'll send it in. Now they're pinned along the corner. They're still battling for it. A Jack taking a tumble toward the ice as the puck finds the far side to Stepanek. Ivanov trying to pin his man off the wall. Wizenand is there. Now to Ivanov along the right wing. Enters the zone. Poke checked away by Ritchie. Wizenand trying to get in there as well, as Ivanov still pinned along the wall. McNaughton has the puck picked from his pocket. Belsterling chasing the puck into the far corner. He's got Benyon with him. Pinned off the play. Now pinning it along the wall is Jeffers. Plays one up the far side for McNaughton. Wranglers are trying to kill the clock here. They've been able to pin the puck in the defensive zone for seconds at a time. Tommy Wright takes possession. Flips it into the zone. Belsterling spinning away from pressure. Finds Tommy Wright below the goal line. Down to the near corner. Wright taken down on the play. And here comes Amarillo out of the zone. They cross the red line. Here's Chunchikov. Vardy is going to be first on the puck here. Gets hit by Chunchikov, but plays one to his defensive partner in Trevor Mitchell. His pass didn't find its target. This gets sent down the length of the ice. Icing is called here on the Jacks with 8:38 to play in the third period. 3-1 is the score in favor of the Wranglers. This icing is brought to you by Hilliard Office Solutions. Face-off is won back by the Wranglers. Vardy exits the zone, pressured by two Wranglers there, and it's picked off by Miller, and he sends it deep. Belly leaves it for Mitchell. Now to Vardy. Tries to send Kadlasik forward at center ice. Once again, the pass is picked off. Chenchikov dips the shoulder as he enters the zone. Now he's in the corner. Chenchikov pressured by Vardy. Sends it around to Miller. And actually, that was Miller's third goal of the season. Unsure why they picked the puck up then at center ice and delivered it back to the bench. Could be Nick Troutwine's first point. It is his first point as a Wrangler. Puck gets centered out in front. Hopping on it is Connor McDonough, 7:50 to go. And we're going to take a media timeout. 7:50 to go, third period to play. 3-1's your score in favor of the Amarillo Wranglers. Once again, we'll be right back here on NATV and YouTube. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off here for Odessa. As they look to claw their way back into this one with 7:50 to go in this third period of play. Now Troutwine back in his defensive zone. Sends one forward onto the stick. Number 93, Jack McDonald. First line out there for the Wranglers. Patilla ahead for Dunn. Loses it in his skates. His pass deflects back to him. And he'll find Jack Christian with the puck. Christian ahead for Kadlasik to the left side off the wall for Richmond. Looking to advance it once again for Kadlasik. But Dunn will go for a line change here. Turnover in the defensive zone for the Wranglers. Richmond, top of the face-off circle, looks to move down low. It's picked off. Wojciechowski sends one toward the net. That one whistles wide. DeMars. Now to Kadlasik. Centering pass into the slot. Nobody there for the Jackalopes. And Amarillo is able to get it out of there and into the bench. It'll probably go back in the defensive zone. This face-off will be to the glove side of Connor McDonough, the 6'5", 210-pound 04 goaltender, so he's got another year of eligibility. Adam Armijo on the face-off. One back. Wojciechowski sends it deep. Now Manlove. Spins it down low for Armijo. Battles along the near half wall. Given to DeMars now. He's pinned along the wall, but frees himself from that pressure. Back out to the point. Rosendahl tipped one toward the net. Another shot. Save made by McDonough. Good play there from Rosenthal. Shots on goal, 39-17. Puck gets sent down the length of the ice. Icing is called here on the Wranglers with 6:17 to go in the third period. Well, that shots on goal category. Man alive. More than doubled are the Jackalopes, but Connor McDonough up to the task to stop 38 of 39. Wisenand on the face-off. It's won by the Wranglers. Sent up the near side for Pappas. Turned over. Here's Benyon. Tries to go down low. Tipped by Wisenand. Might have missed it, but McDonough did deflect it to the corner. Vardy keeps it into the line. Fires one toward the tip by Wisenand. That one goes wide of the post. Good job by the Jacks of getting in front of the net. Will this go far enough for icing? It will. 5:54 to go. Third period of play. Jacks register their 40th shot on goal. Timeout taken by Amarillo here off the icing call. Smart use of the timeout as the Wranglers are gassed. Once again, it's the Wranglers who got the lead back just about 7 minutes ago. Cameron Dunn broke the two-period, I guess you could say, scoreless drought for the Jacks. Got the first goal of the game for Odessa, his 8th of the season. Assist going to Michael Kadlasik on the play. And then it was Jacob Miller firing one in the back of the net for the Wranglers just 7 minutes later. Assist going to Tommy Chunchikov, his second, and Nick Troutwine, his first. So that could be Troutwine's first point as a player in the North American Hockey League. Face-off is going to be to the glove side of Connor McDonough. Jacks have to get one back now. Face-off one back by the Jacks. Strandberg, wrist one toward the net, hits a body out in front. Belsterling on the loose puck at the near half wall. Tries to send one for Tommy Wright. It's picked off. Jack Ivey the other way for the Wranglers. Right side to his brother Ben into the zone. Return pass goes cross ice into the corner for Jack McDonald. Now for Jack Ivey. Pressured by Strandberg. McDonald is there, gets taken down by Tommy Wright. Strandberg trying to fish that loose puck free. Picked off by Jack Ivey. He's got it on his backhand. Goes back out to the point. There's Doherty. Top of the faceoff circle. Wrist one off the end wall behind the cage. Ben Ivey, wraparound attempt save. Moves to his backhand. Tries the wraparound attempt. It's stopped somehow by Belly. Another wraparound attempt. And a big save by Belly as he was in the splits. Now here's Tommy Wright. Into the zone, all alone, 1-on-4. Has on his backhand, gets taken down. No call here. Cameron Dunn centering pass, picked off. It's loose behind the cage. It's taken by Jack Ivey, still loose behind the net. Kadlasik battling for that puck, taken away by the Wranglers. Jack McDonald out of the zone, through center ice, onto the stick of Riley Rosenthal, back in his own zone. Puck deflection in the Amarillo bench and out of play. Neutral zone faceoff upcoming. 4:39 in the third period. Shots on goal, 40-19 in favor of the Jackalopes. Michael Kadlasik with Cameron Dunn and James Richmond out there. First defensive pairing of John Wojciechowski and Riley Rosenthal as well. Face-off won by the Wranglers. Gagnon is back. Sends one forward, deflects off the stick of Morris into the zone, and Rosenthal is back for the Jacks. Sends one up the far side. Cameron Dunn's there. He'll chop it one, but not out. Sent back down low by the Wranglers. Wojciechowski plays one for Richmond. Trying to get to that loose puck, kept in by Morris. He'll walk in, wrist one, stop by Belly, rebound. Miller takes an extra kick at the can. Rosenthal gives him a what for. And Morris going at Richmond. We know those two have history in the second period. Wojciechowski getting involved here. Now Wojciechowski going at it with Miller. And Miller once again cross-checking Richmond, knocking the stick out of his hands. You know he's going to the box. Thank you very much, Jake Miller. That's going to be a power play here for the Jackalopes. Their third of the contest. Tempers flaring. The Wranglers paying the price for it. .4:13 to go. Third period of play. Wranglers with a 2-goal lead. Max Belly is up at his hash marks. The captain, Ben Ivey, still not satisfied with the explanation that he got. And I wouldn't be shocked if the goalie gets pulled here. Jack Christian Belly is going to the bench. Dunn walks in, cross ice, Rosenthal scores, and we have a whistle. And I think the sixth man jumped on before Belly came off. An illegal change for the Jacks. And Rosenthal had that puck in the back of the net. That's exactly what happened. Unfortunate break for the Jacks. 5 seconds ticked off the clock. Now it's going to be a center ice face-off. Kadlasik wins it forward, gets it into the zone. Belly to the bench. Dunn pins his man along the wall, sixth attacker out on the ice. 1:40 on the power play. Benyon trying to work the puck free. Amarillo doing a great job of killing the time. Sent out Kadlasik. Moves out to the line for Kristen. The captain to the right side. Kadlasik walks in, down low, Dunn. Tries to center it. Too much traffic there. Dunn at the top of the far faceoff circle. Tries to go cross ice. Rosenthal picked off the empty net. The puck goes wide. No icing as the Wranglers are on the penalty kill. 1:10 to go on the power play. 3:20 to go in the game. Dunn to the right side for Rosenthal. Cross ice for Benyon into the zone. Benyon sends it behind the net. Trying to hack it out of there was Troutwine. But on the puck now, Benyon along with Kadlasik. They battle for it. Goes back out to the line. Patilla keeps it in. He'll walk the line. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Across to Rosenthal. Riley Rosenthal sends it toward the tip down in front. They score! Michael Kadlasik tips it home on the power play. And we're back to having a 1-goal game. So the Jacks get that power play goal. 2:58 to go, 1-goal contest. Michael Kadlasik getting his name all over the score sheet. 2 points tonight. Assist should go to Rosenthal there. The Jacks are right back in it. It's going to be a center ice face-off, 5-on-5 hockey. And I'd assume pretty quickly Belly will go to the bench. Sticks down, pucks down. Won by the Wranglers. Jacks controlling the offensive zone. Now Armijo back out of the point. There's Mitchell. Now down low. Manlove paddling behind the cage with it. Armijo joins the rush with 2:30 to go. Belly at his hash marks. He's still staying. Whoever wins this board battle will determine whether Belly goes to the bench or not. Manlove trying to fish it free. Belly's on the bench. Sixth attacker out on the ice for the Jackalopes. Whistle has blown. A penalty has been called. It's going to be on Hayden DeMars. With 2:11 to go, the Jacks are going to the penalty kill. What are they calling? I'm up in arms here. But nonetheless, the Jacks are going 2 minutes for slashing. Wow. Kenner printing penalty kill for the Jackalopes here. So the Wranglers, I guess, catching a break here. And they'll be on the power play until 10 seconds of this final period of play. So they can just milk this clock out. The Jacks have to score essentially shorthanded here. Kadlacek gets it out, finds Dunn ahead. Gets knocked off the play down to the ice. And that's a penalty here on the Wranglers. Dunn interfered with. We're going to be playing 4-on-4 hockey. DeMarco with the penalty. Amarillo falls 0 for 3. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey. Belly will go to the bench. When the Jacks take control, be 5-on-4. That is a costly penalty. Dunn was trying to chase the chip. And Amarillo clearly had possession. They would have had possession in the defensive zone. But he knocked Dunn down to the ice. Timeout taken by the Jacks. Wow, Kyle DeMarco, that is a costly, costly, costly penalty. Four-on-4 hockey for 1:50. Then Belly, once the Jacks get control, will go to the bench for a 5-on-4 with the extra attacker. We're going to take a quick break. When they come back from this timeout, we'll be back with the last 110 seconds. Welcome back inside the Jack Shack. 4-on-4. For the next 1:39, Hayden DeMars will come out of the box. Belly is starting on the bench, so it'll be 5-on-4 for the Jacks. See if they can get the equalizer here. One back. Wojciechowski loses it in his skates to Rosenthal. One-timer tipped out in front. It's loose between the hash marks. Dunn tries to locate it and moves to the corner. Far side, Dunn controls. 1:40 to go. Wojciechowski waits, goes to the right side. Dunn with some space. Down low. There's Kadlacek. Tries to go short angle, didn't see a lane. Goes back out to Dunn. Fires one. That one hits a man out in front. Trying to clear the Wranglers. Jack Ivey battling with Kadlacek. Rosenthal hits it back out to the point. Wojciechowski to the left side. 80 seconds to go. Right side Dunn, top of the faceoff circle, down low Kadlacek. Right side Dunn, Wojciechowski walks in, Rosenthal, what a save made by McDonough with the shoulder. Wojciechowski, Dunn, across it, jumps over the stick of Rosenthal. He would have had an open net. 1 minute to go in the game. Rosenthal whiffs on the puck, still maintains possession, throws it toward the net, hits a body out in front. Sent toward the line, but not out. 50 seconds to go. 40 seconds on the penalty before the Jacks will go 6-on-4 for 10 seconds. Rosenthal unable to hold the line. Hops over the stick of Dunn. Sent back in, 35 to go. Kadlacek for right, back for Dunn. Patilla at the line, 20 seconds to go on the penalty. Dunn, cross eyes, 40! Rips one toward the net wide. Captain Patilla, 24 in the game, 10 on the penalty to DeMars. Flipped out and a center ice. 5 seconds, DeMars will be out, 15 seconds left in the game. Patilla to Dunn, into the zone, banked off the wall. Patilla chasing with 10. Jacks have 6 on the ice. Wranglers with 4, 7 seconds. They pen it to the wall, centering pass. Cleared out of there by Zopp down the length of the ice. Will this go for icing? No, it will not, and that will do it here at the Jack Shack. Well, what an end to the contest as McDonough made a beautiful save on Rosenthal to keep the Wranglers in the lead. And after that, the Jacks just couldn't enter the zone in the last 30 seconds. And that will do it here from the Jack Shack. Final score, 3-2 in favor of the Wranglers. Well, I'm Brandon Luisi, and once again, the next game will be December 29th on the road against the Corpus Christi Icers. We'll see you then. This is Brandon Luisi signing off for Odessa Jackalopes Hockey.